Salute everybody. Happy Saturday. Hey y'all, hey. I hope everybody had a blessed Saturday. I hope everybody's feeling well today. If you're not, prayers up to you, you know what I'm saying, and get well soon. What up, Barbie? Thank you for the copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowances made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, research, and educational purposes, and some more, okay? Melanated Jim, what do? Hey, Diamond, what's going on? Hey, girl. Hey, Deborah, sis. Hey, hey, Nika, sis. What's going on? What's going on? Turn after turn, twist after twist, but the family is standing firm about Lulu having something to do with what happened to Dro or doing something to Dro. That's why I titled this, Is This the Ending or the Beginning? Because in this clip by Shanitra Speaks, hey Giselle, hey Yolanda, happy Saturday. Hey Miss Jazzy, sis. Miss, you know why I got sis. Hold on, y'all. Because my phone just be going out, baby. Hold on, Jazzy, sis. Okay. Hey, self-made, self-made. This week coming up, you guys, next week I am gonna do some updates on baby Quintani out of Canada. I did an interview with his father Quintani, and he has went to court. If I can get some blue hearts in the chat for baby Quintani and justice for baby Quintani. And I do want to bring some updates. I want to follow that case. I did, like I said, interview the father, and I want to keep up with the progress. He deserves justice for his child. And as we know, in these kind of trials, they're going to try to twist, flip, turn everything around and stuff like that to try to stop justice from being served for these children. But, nah, we ain't going. Okay? Thank you, Miss Sharon. Thank you. I do got a YouTube go, you guys. If you don't mind, it's an incentive given to content creators by YouTube. So if you guys don't mind helping reach it, I only have five. Only got five. Hey, Shelly, what's going on, Bookie? Hey, boss lady. What it do, sister? Self-made. Hey, girl. Hey. So I had a comment left on one of the videos, and she was saying basically, she gave her opinion of what if she's innocent and putting out this content, like basically like my opinion is her opinion can matter, but mine ain't. I ain't saying she's like, I'm just saying this could have something happen to this girl. It's bigger platforms talking about Lulu with 63,000 views on it, talking about Lulu and Dro. And I think maybe you should go there because maybe their content is a little bit more extent and tell them, because this is solely just my opinion based off of what the family is saying and what's being presented. For the life of me, and my opinion is, why take three lie detector tests? Because if I'm innocent and I'm claiming innocent, once I pass one, why do I need to take three? What's going on, Latasha? What's going on, Something Sweet? Karen B, Tasha Briscoe. What's going on, sisters? And tomorrow, at 2 o'clock, I will be interviewing Samaria Bates. Samaria Bates is the mother of the twins in Texas, in Fort Worth, Texas, from Hearst Hospital, who baby, one of the twins passed away. And when she went to the funeral home, they called and said, hey, your baby's missing organs. You get what I'm saying? So we can't have that. This family wants to spread awareness, and I want this story to go viral and stuff as much as possible for my end and stuff. Hey, Candy Cane, what's going on? Y'all drop Candy Cane's link. Well, you on the Twitch, Candy Cane, but if you come on YouTube, come in the chat so we can drop your link, okay? What up, baby sis? Drop your link, sister. Hey, I'm a baby. Yeah, everyone, please hit that like button. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Please share the live out. And also, you can support the channel by purchasing a super sticker, super chat, buying a membership, you know what I'm saying? And also donating to the Cash App if you would like to. What's going on, Leisure? What's going on, Samai? What's going on? Yeah, so the lady was basically telling me that Me reacting to Shanitra's videos and other people's videos could potentially have something happen to Lulu. How could what I say out of my mouth, my opinion, have something happen to Lulu? We got to start making things make sense. And if you can leave a comment, I can comment. You get what I'm saying? It's just not adding up that we want to have double standards on social media. Like, hey, you guys, if you're a fan of Lulu and you don't think she did it, hey, who am I to take it away from you? Thank you, Candy Cane, so much. Y'all drop Candy Cane's link for me. She is a content creator as well as Batty Reacts. Let's sub to these sisters and get their channels going up. Okay. Thank you, Deborah and Annie. What's going on? Annie, don't you got a channel? Because I want to make sure I get your link drop, sister, too. Annie's very positive and I love Annie. Thank you, Deborah. I appreciate you, sister. Hey, Candy. So we're gonna get into this video by Shanitra Speaks. I can't really get into them. That's why I dropped Shanitra Speaks link so you guys can go catch it. Cause I had Cece up here with me the other day. Shout out to her for bringing information. She is a friend of Natasha, who is the auntie who's been speaking out for. Let me get y'all links dropped really quick. Thank you, Baddies. Baddies already on it. She didn't drop her link first. She dropped yours, Candy Cane. Thank you. Moderators, please drop links, y'all. I get we want to be into the commentary and stuff like that and hear it and listen. But if y'all can drop links, because I would want y'all's drop too if y'all was content creators. You get what I'm saying? Thank you, Betty. Thank you, Deborah. I know we be wanting to type and give our input and stuff like that. But as a moderator, you know what I'm saying? That is a requirement of a moderator to control the chat, to drop links per needed and stuff like that. You will miss a lot. You can miss a lot when you are moderator. You know what I'm saying? That's just part of it. You know what I'm saying? So it's not taken away from y'all, but at the same time, it is a requirement. If I want to start doing that. So making sure links get dropped or whatever. So thank y'all so much. But why do y'all think that it's a double standard? Because how do y'all feel about Lulu and Tyrone situation? I really want to know the chat's opinion based off of what y'all seen, not what we say as content creators or anything. How do y'all feel? We have Aunt Natasha speaking out. We have the father still wanting answers. We have the mother, because y'all can't say to me, because the mother side is saying this, like, oh, she's good peoples. And then we got people coming out of woodworks. Everyone wants to blame Lulu. Tyrone was drunk. Okay. And I can value your opinion. You may not want to hear this. Said that Natasha's loud and wrong. Everyone wants to blame Lulu. Tyrone was drunk. And when you say Tyrone was drunk, what does being drunk have to do with anything? I've been drunk. I've been high as hell off of cocaine, weed, and everything, but that ain't made me want to jump out of a moving car. And I'm not saying everybody's me. I'm not saying everybody's me. The mom side said he doesn't have insurance, and the dad side said he did. Is that something that kind of makes you feel like? Because could it be? You may not want to hear this. Could it be a fact of he felt comfortable letting his father know versus his mother? Because I was closer to my mother than my father. If I did get insurance, mama would know. I wouldn't tell my dad. I ain't never really told my dad anything, really. Like we talk, but what I've told my mama, I've never told my father. That was my heart. I love my daddy, but I love my mama more. So could it be that you may not want to hear this? I'm just asking for everybody's opinion. She said because the lady said he was drunk and putting hands on Lulu, he wanted to get out of the car and started tripping. He was putting. So this is my thing. You may not want to hear this. She said that could be possible, and it could, Batty. But this be my thing. What about them saying she was an abuser? How do we take one night that maybe he was tired? You know what I'm saying? Maybe he was tired. My son ain't gonna keep getting hit. I tell my sons all the time to not hit a woman. But at the same time, it's gonna be a time where I ain't gonna be around. And I ain't saying this is the case. This is just, could be. And I'm gonna speak for Lulu and him. Hey CB, what's going on, baby? Y'all drop CB's link in the chat. CB, you drop your own link. Let me give you a range, CB. Man, y'all welcome CB to the chat. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be doing an interview with CB soon. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully soon. CB's wrote a book. CB, can you drop your book, your link on Amazon and stuff like that? CB is a speaker for people with HIV and stuff. And I want her to tell her story and what she's doing for her community. She is an activist in her community now for people with HIV. I love it for her. And I want you guys to get her book. Go purchase this book on Amazon. It's cheap, guys. And we want to support our sisters. We don't support enough. We do not. And I don't understand it for the life of me. When somebody's trying to do something positive and educate, because nobody's educating on mental illness, HIV, STDs, blood pressure, nothing. I just did a poll on that we got to start being loud. Because if we ain't talking about it and being loud about it, like this is what we need, they're not going to give us anything. They're not going to give us anything. And also, CB and Josh, also, man, y'all doing a wonderful job on the Mo3 case over there, the breakdown and stuff. As much as long as I've been in the sector for 5 years, I never comment or anything on it and stuff because there's so many speculations. There's so many, and we all give speculation because on what could have happened, who could have been involved. But the breakdown that you guys are doing of the case is amazing. I love it. And y'all not letting nobody up but people that, you know what I'm saying, are involved in other stuff and giving their thoughts and stuff like that. And it's agree to disagree, and how y'all come back as one is amazing. Are you going to cover the Mo3 case? CB dropped the link. CB, can you drop Josh's link so y'all can go check it? You may not want to hear this. Please go over there and check it out. They broke it down so good. I think they're on phase. What phase are y'all on, CB? Are y'all on 4? Is today going to be a phase 4? You may not want to hear this. I like to listen versus give my opinion and be boisterous about that. That's one case that I am in the part of the Mo3 sector. I've been there for some epic moments with the sisters, with Trap Boy Freddie calling into Ratchet TV, with Mo3's sister. I've been there on the panel with her, and I must say, it's sad. You know what I'm saying? But it's one of those stories that if you don't know, shut the up. You know what I'm saying? Shut the up. It's some street shit. You know what I'm saying? But CB is a cousin of Mo3. CB is a family member of Mo3. So I think it's right that she covered it. You know what I'm saying? And stuff like that. I think it's only right. And I like to listen. So, that's what it is, for me anyway. But let's get into this Lulu and Tyrone Davis. CB, she said we're on episode 21. It's called Legal Chess, and we breaking it down like in Mo3 versus Yellow type of way. Yes, and I love it. Before we get into Lulu, CB, I did hear something that Seti Nash said. I'm gonna have to hit y'all up. He said something. Okay, yeah. So Seti Nash is basically saying that here goes the link to if you guys want to catch the Mo3 case. Ratchet is making a mockery of the case already. I'm not watching him. All right, there goes Josh's link. You may not want to hear this. They're on episode 21, so you got plenty of stuff to go over there and catch up on if you're bored or whatever. They said drop the link, CB. There it is right there. But Seti Nash said that it's in the wind about the case starting, that the judge hasn't signed off saying that the trial will not start February the 2nd or February the 3rd, whatever day it is. And he said also that Yellow Beezy missed court. And what does that mean? So I didn't get to catch you and Josh because I know y'all legal chess is something totally different, but I just want to know if you've heard that, and I want to hear y'all take on that if you don't mind or whatever. You may not want to hear this. You're welcome. But everybody's conflicted. It's like the Romika and Carlos case. It reminds me so much of the Romika, Holly, and Carlos case. Like, we got Team Holly, we got Team Romika, we got Team Carlos. And to me, for that one, it's like it should be Team Kids. Because it's kids suffering. It's kids without mothers, without parents at the moment. But this case reminds me of that. And I don't want to be team nothing. I want to be team truth. She said it would be pushed back. Okay, thank you, CB, for that update. She said, yeah, I don't have cable, so I stay on YouTube, tired of paying. Uh, I know that's right. You may not want to hear this. I understand. Thank you, CB. I appreciate the update. Thank you, Deborah, for dropping that link. Thank you. Y'all keep Josh's link dropped for anybody that wants to go catch up with the Mo3 case. It's very influential, especially for me, with me being from the Mo3 sector. So right now, um, it's keeping me focused on another direction. I got so much going on my channel and trying to keep up with CB and Josh and the legal chest and really get the truth about the players and the characters and stuff. Yellow BZ filed for a continuance and it was granted. Okay, great. Thank you, CB. You know what I'm saying? Thank you. And shout out to Seti Nash as well. You know what I'm saying? If y'all want to drop Seti Nash's link, you can, Yeah, because his mom passed away. That's a big loss. Yeah, it's sad. It's sad because it ain't got nothing to do with Mo3. And I think people need to take that away from it. You can say fuck yellow, you know what I'm saying, about 3, but I lost my mother. And I would want nobody to say fuck me because I lost my mama. You get what I'm saying? What I got going on in the streets ain't got nothing to do with me losing someone that I love. So, sorry for Yellow Beezy's loss of his mother, but anything else outside of that, I don't care for him. But other than that, I don't know him personally and stuff like that. It's just the truth. I'll come stop by the next live. Okay. Thank you, Capricorn. She said, right. Thank you, Miss Parker. And I'm here for your content. I want to be here about Lulu and Tyrone. And hey, Q, baby, what's going on? And CB, this would be my thing about it. We just give our opinions on what's presented. I don't know Lulu, but I don't want to look at Lulu like she's the limit. And Tyrone's just this bad person. Because we know with these kind of cases, somebody's going to be painted bad. Somebody. Now we've heard enough from Lulu being the bad person. Now we're coming with the Tyrone bashing. I don't want to bash. I really just want to get to the truth of what happened to this young man. And so I can only imagine how the family's feeling. And we got to stop acting like we could tell the family how to feel. Are y'all cool? Like, y'all can't tell me how to feel about me losing my child. If I feel like a bitch took my child's life, guess what? That's me. We as outsiders gotta stop doing that. We can give our opinion, but y'all like these people ain't hurting right now. And the emotions ain't all over the place. My child is my child, whether he was good or bad. I'm still going to grieve my child the way I want to grieve my child, not how the world wants me to grieve my child. She said, but right is right and wrong is wrong. So the light is the light. Yes. She said, can't tell that man's family how to feel. And that's what I see. And if I'm not against the family, because I don't know the family, I just know both sides are grieving. A mother lost 3 children. She lost her last son, which is Tyrone. So really, I can't expect her that she might be talking and doing all this, but I can't really expect it to be sound of mind. She said, yeah, you can start doing a power hour and catch up on all the cases, meeting as I am. This case and others, most content creators only follow cases when trending, so I can't, you can't to follow them. Yeah, we need updates and stuff. Like, I like going moving around. You got to move around. You know what I'm saying? Because I'll be getting depressed and stressed. And I'll let y'all know I already got somebody saying I'm having nightmares because I'm eating snacks and shit. No, I eat snacks because I like cakes and snacks and cookies and shit. Okay? Know that and know to please y'all. Okay? She said exactly. So many told me to let it go when my son was murdered. You don't have to. And no, you're entitled to feel how you want to feel, Karen B. You brought that child into the world, not me. She said, I'm hearing that it's Tyrone's dad's side versus his mom's side. And it really is. And CB, you know what's crazy? When black fam, that'd be the worst shit. It'd be the worst shit. It'd be the worst shit that when families lose somebody. We the worst people. We the worst people ever, ain't we? We say shit that you can't come back from. We turn against each other. We divided in death. Yeah, but they trying to make it seem like the mom is chasing money. And this is her third son who's gone. And that's what I said. That's why I'm sympathizing with the mother. The dad's side is dead wrong. See, I ain't got into who's dragging who. She said, which is solo sad, especially during this time, they need to pull together. She said, also, the dad played a recording from the medical examiner and Tyrone's autopsy is still pending. That's what I got. And this is my thing. She said, come on, CB. See, we not looking at it like they don't want to stay on certain things. They don't want to look at we got to start looking at the case as a whole. We cannot keep digging out pieces that we want to stick to. Yeah, the dad side going at the mama. What about her leaving her man? What about her getting the money out of the man? If I lose Shane, I don't even want to think about it. God, please, can't knock on nothing but glass. I don't want to lose my significant other. I don't want to lose him. But I got to look at stuff like CB's point now. I look at a lot of stuff. That's some hurt shit to lose your child. Health 3, yes. Yeah, and it's sad they should try to pull it together. Man, let's get into this. Shout out to Shanitra Speaks. If y'all can drop her link, mods. She's talking about Lulu taking tests, and I think we're gonna hear from the auntie on the other side. I'm not sure.
Cause why she ain't locked up? Y'all should think about that. See, cause y'all don't let this girl get in y'all head. If this girl did that, you think that she won't be the first suspect? Why she ain't locked up?
I left the gas station and waited to see the ambulance to go back to get him. And the ambulance had already was getting him, and somebody done called the police. For you to do all that, then you might as well go ahead and tell the truth. Go ahead and say, goddamn, well, we had a bay-to-bay conversation, goddamn, and I had to tell him I've been with another nigga, and the nigga went to tripping in the car.
There has been a new development in the case involving 35-year-old Tyrone Davis Jr. following what was supposed to be a Christmas cabin getaway with his 33-year-old girlfriend Lulu, a trip that ended with Tyrone losing his life and the internet deeply divided. Now, a close family friend of Tyrone's mother, who also happened to be a minister, has now come forward with new information. And according to her, this information may change how some people view what happened in this case, or it may not. She says Lulu took 3 lie detector tests, and she claims Lulu was clear.
Let me take it back a bit, y'all, because I want to read what she said.
Death. Okay, before we get into the full video,
she said, because
y'all know girlfriend Lulu, a trip that ended with Tyrone losing his life and the internet deeply divided. Now, a close family friend of Tyrone's mother, who also happened to be a minister, has now come forward with new information. And according to her, this information may...
This person said, can y'all please stop saying what happened to my brother? I understand he's very loved and just so on. But I have a daughter and she's watching. Yeah, we have my TikTok account together and she sees it all and keeps asking me what happened to her uncle. She's very smart. Just sit back and let the people do their jobs. Deborah, I think it was Instagram and I don't think she's actually came out. Nah, she hasn't. She wrote a statement about how much she loved him and stuff like that, CB, and stuff like that. And for people that know her, that know them, that's supporting her and stuff, know what it is. And she said she's just gonna let them do her job, let them do their job and stuff like that. And she's logging off. She will not be commenting. But they did say that she has other accounts and that she's saying things under other accounts. And she did say, and I do want to say this, you may not want to hear this. No one wants to hear the truth about, yes, no one wants to hear the truth about it. May not be foul play. They might not. But can we get mad at them? Can we honestly get mad at the family for not thinking that's it. Because when I see that she typed under somebody's comment when it first happened and put in all caps, he wanted to get out of the car, and in all caps she said, so I let his ass out. In all caps. You can't come back and write, and I'm sorry, you may not want to hear this. You may not want to hear this. You can't come back. A bitch can't come back and say, write a big paragraph about how she loved my son, and I just seen that. You can't write that in all caps, and I'm going to let this bitch come anywhere around me. And then you write a love letter. Oh, I loved him and all that. So when whoever wrote that, you should have said that to the mom and the daddy. He wanted to get out the car, so I let his ass out. Versus coming to somebody's comment section and saying that and then go be writing a big love letter. I don't know about y'all parenting, how y'all with y'all kids, but now the bitch can't come around me. And I ain't calling her a bitch to say, she's a bitch. I'm just how I talk. Hey, Terry, what's going on? Make sure y'all share Terry's link, please. She said, well, it's a lot that goes on into foul play legally. It's still an ongoing investigation. Right, if she took pet test and passed, what we investigating? And why do y'all get the car from? The witness never said he was hit by a car. Where did that come from? Hey, Nuki, what's going on? I'm laughing at you saying you may not want to hear this. You cool. She said the police have just initially ruled that from the preliminary investigation that it seems right, CB. That's all I'm saying. But you get one test out of me. You get one test out of me. You get one chance to get blood. You get one chance to get that IV right. It's so much with me you get one chance to do. If I say I'm innocent, you ain't Miss Parker, can you come back? I'm not. I got that right. I passed. Y'all not great. Keep dragging me down here to keep taking testing. Then y'all come and call me again. Miss Parker, can you take the test? Okay, here I come. Miss Parker, can you come back and take the test? Hell, wait a minute. Because now I want to get me an attorney. I feel harassed and some more shit. Like, if I took a test and passed the first one and the second one, what y'all, especially the first one, I'm about done after the first one. But y'all want me to come back again? Then y'all want me to come back a third time? I am not. I don't either, Alma. I don't either. Because ain't nobody, I ain't even with Jack and Lily Sullivan. The two kids missing up in Canada. They ain't take 3 tests when I think they should take 3 tests. And they failed. And guess what? They got to go home. Jack and Lily's mama got to go home and she failed. And they ain't arrested her yet. And them kids are still missing. So don't tell me, if y'all ain't looking and investigating cases and shit like I do, don't tell me what ain't possible. Y'all free to look it up and see that she's still free after failing the test. She said, Miss Parker, did you hear that the dad side saying Lulu was abusive, his best friend? Absolutely. See, that's what I'm saying. We don't want to hear it. It's 2 sides to a story. I don't have to take the mom and them side. I don't. The same way I don't got to take Miss Natasha and them side. I don't. But I'm going to listen to the majority of. Now, she's the one that's saying Tyrone was drunk. Nobody else. She's the only one there. Tyrone's gone. He can't tell his side. So, of course, everybody can only go with her side. Because we don't want to forget that she went to jail in Miami for domestic violence. See, we don't want to talk about that. They could have had more questions. Maybe that's why they had to come back. Could have. I ain't disputing that. But y'all want to forget that she had a domestic side too. Now that Tyrone is having a domestic side, so they say, so she says, of course she would say that. Now we gotta, Tyrone was domestic. She said Tyrone hit her. Well, let's talk about when she hit him. Oh, we don't want to do that. It's not good to drink alcohol when you mentally ill like that. And hell, we know even not being mentally ill, honey, 5K sis, we know that shit's gonna play a factor when you're drinking, period. Hell, I done blacked out. I done blacked out like a mug. You heard me? Did some shit that I regret to this day. On alcohol alone. I'm not taking no sides because it's too messy. However, I think they're hurting and pointing out all her faults. Tyrone ain't her. Yep, that's another one. The toxicology report. Yes, she said, yeah, Tyrone's own son said he used to be in the streets. Shit, I was. What? Tell me you may not want to hear this. What do it got to do with it? Why we always want to go back to that? Like they did with George Floyd. When they put their knee in there, you know he did drugs. What they got to do with it? So if he was in the streets, let's go here. If he was in the streets, was somebody that she knew, you know what I'm saying, following them? Did she see a car following them? Was it somebody from the streets? That's my question. What was that bought up for? Hey, goddess, little sis, me too. That's why I don't drink no more. CB, baby. Did some outlandish shit on some liquor, baby. She said, what does him being in the streets got to do with anything? She said, we all have a past, so why focus on Lulu's past? I ain't saying, but he's dead because Tyrone's the one dead. Tyrone's the one dead. That's why I'm looking into her past. What? Okay, so, I'm not team Lulu. I'm not team Tyrone. I'm team Truth. Let's put that out there. I'm team Truth. When I see a discrepancy of any kind of discrepancy, you may not want to hear this. You lost me. The same way you want me to be honest with you. If I tell you one lie, you may not want to hear this. It's a chance that when I talk to you, you may not want to, you be like, I don't know, she telling the truth. You know what I'm saying? She lied before. You always going to have that in your mind. You don't know what to think. Come on, honey, 5K. That's what I said. Where's the bumps and the bruises? Where's the bumps and the bruises? Why is it only his head? I'm jumping out of a moving car and I ain't got no scrapes, no nothing, baby. What is Tyrone had a domestic charge before? Would that matter? What would that matter? To me, if we bring up Lulu's past, then we can bring up his. It seems like, okay, and I can accept that. And your opinion matters. I can get that. I do. I get that. But let's not sit back and not act like I don't got a problem when you do. She's the only one that could clear it up. Her just saying, I didn't have nothing to do with Tyrone and go on with her life. What? The problem is we're going off the father's side, saying it was only head injuries. We need to hear from the boys in blue what the injuries were. But I want to see if this is going to talk about the autopsy report and stuff. It is a recording. I want to hear it. But the only thing I heard, you may not want to hear this, it was only a head injury from the medical examiner. Nothing else. No other injuries. No other injuries. So I don't know who else I should want to hear from. I don't know. I'm just saying, CB. She said she's the one that was locked up for domestic abuse, not him. But I get what you may not want to hear this saying too, like, they both had a past. Why are we just focused on that part? I can get that. I'm focused on that night, though. I'm really just focused on that night. Some people are going to say, hey, the friend spoke out. That's just part of it. When people come out and speak about a case, guess what? We listen. That's all we can do. Some people build an opinion off of that. I'm not. I'm Team Truth. In his sneakers and his sneakers would have been scratched up so bad and abrasions on his skin. Man, that's what I said, something sweet. It just can't get why she left him there and didn't tell his family. Absolutely, CB. Fuck the money. You ain't tell the family nothing. They found out almost 2 days later. Like, come on. She said, we don't know if she was locked up for domestic violence charges. Find me the record that's solely based on what the father's side said. Yeah, let's stay here then. Let's minus the domestic violence. I want to get back to that night. I want to get back to this. You don't think that should raise a doubt in a parent's mind? You don't think this alone right here is going to make somebody think you did something to my kid? And then, like you said, CB, the bank account. Hey, Brother Nazir. We don't know if she... Yeah, okay, I got that one. I don't know them, but it was their romance that caught my attention. I just want to know why. That's what I said, Nuki. How did something good turn so bad? I attempted to look up her DV charge and cannot find it. Can anyone? I'm going to look it up today. You may not want to hear this. I think I got her full name. She said, then the bank accounts drained. Like, why? Let's go. Y'all drop Brother Nazir's link for me right here, please. Shout out to you, Brother Nazir. Good video earlier. She did tell his family. That's what people are overlooking. The mom side says she called them because she's cool with the mom side. So, see what I'm saying? You may not want to hear this. You want me to believe? You want me to go off solely the mom? See, that's what I'm saying. We can't. I'm thinking of these. Just looking at these. I don't care what the mom and dad side said at this point. Because I don't want it to be mom versus the mom side. We going off. I ain't going off what Miss Natasha saying. I'm looking at facts. Bank account 24 to 48 hours. Now, I don't know what type of people you like to mess with, but I hope to God Shank wouldn't go and drain my bank account. I would want my kids. I'm going to make sure I tell my kids that. Even though he's not over my information, but still. If a man's first thought is money, yeah, I want my kids to raise an eyebrow to him. She said, CB, that part, why was she draining his account? The mom side said she immediately called them and told them what happened. But they team Lulu. So I can see that. Hey, Pooh. I mean, the same way some people are team Tyrone mom, she said his own blood sister shut down that she never called and he was listed as a John Doe. Right? That's all I'm saying. You may not want to hear this. It's so conflicting. That's why I just said.
Change how some people view what happened in this case, or it may not. She says Lulu took 3 lie detector tests, and she claims Lulu was cleared of any wrongdoing in Tyrone's death. Okay, before we get into the full video, I want to play this clip. It's relevant to why did Lulu leave Tyrone, because many people have been posing the question, if Tyrone requested to get out the car, or if he got out the car, if she knew that he was injured, why did she leave him? Why did he even get out the car? So this is a clip that's relevant to part of the explanation that she provided. Keep in mind that Lulu talked to Tyrone's mother, and the mother told the minister. So this is how she got the information. Then I'm going to play just a short clip from his aunt that's relevant to the part of when she said that Tyrone was let out the car, or the story that they was told, so that everyone could be on the same page.
She took money out of the, this is how she took money out of the account that was connected to his sister. And that's how she knew that she took the money out, because the notification. The sister's connected to the account. So she took it. So if you got 2 accounts, why you didn't take from the one account if that's what y'all worked on together? You ain't on that second account. He just gave you the information. That night was so romantic. Lulu won't share what jumped off the huge argument that night. That's it. I think if she sits down with the father and the mother without everybody else, I think they could have a conversation. How much was in the bank account? Plus they claim it was 2 accounts. One was a joint account. So did she take money from both or just the joint? She knew she couldn't spin that bogus narrative to the father's side. Yeah, I think that's why she went to the mother. I really do. And you know, one thing about we can't take nothing away from people. When my spider senses go off, I don't give a damn about you. And ain't nobody gonna change it. And that's people's problems. People want, oh, the mother side love it. That's them. I know my son's dad will let anybody come into the family and mess with my kids, and he don't got no discernment. Soon as they bring him in and my spidey senses kick in, I tell my kids I don't like the bitch. I don't want to back over her. When my stomach get a little nauseated and I get a funny feeling, I don't want you around me. I can't have my kids bringing nobody in my space the same way I'm not going to bring nobody that they're uncomfortable with in theirs. She said, no, Lulu was cool with the mom side. Lulu went to Tyrone's brother's funeral. You may not want to hear this. You mean to tell me as close as he was to her daddy, she ain't never went around them people? That she ain't never been around his dad's side of the family, man. Come on, you can't tell me that. I'm not saying the cool part. Them people probably sensed that a long time ago. Because why didn't the mama side go and bail her ass out of Miami? Ain't nobody not confirming that she wasn't in jail down there from the mama side. Why didn't they go bail her? Why he called Natasha and them to come get him or whatever happened? See, that's what I be saying about people. We be so, the mama said and the sister over there said, and the auntie over there on the mama side said, but we want to ask question now. Well, why did Tyrone feel comfortable not to call them and come to get Lulu ass out? Since she's so close. Why did she have him call them? Her mama side of the family. I'm just asking. I got questions. Red flag for me is she thinking of money. I believe that homeless man. Absolutely. So I guess we're gonna just say fuck what he said, Sharon. We just going with the mama side of the family, say who wasn't her. Only people can tell us whatever they got to say, whether it's the truth or a lie, is Lulu. Don't stud the witness. He didn't seem as close to his dad. If you look on his post, he was calling his grandpa dad. She was just around them on the 24th of December. Okay. Thank you, CB. It's on Tyrone's Facebook page. Thank you, CB. He was telling his grandpa Happy Father's Day. Well, yeah, my kids probably would too. But my kids love me and we're close. My mama raised my kids. I wouldn't get mad if it happened. But that don't mean me and my kids wasn't close. And that's what my kids do. See, that's what I be saying about blended families and we don't know the dynamic of the family. My mother raised my children and man, they call mama some more stuff. But whose grandpa is it? Is it on his daddy's side or his mama's? Let's talk about it since we want to talk about the mama side of the family. She said Lulu has definitely been around them. Hey, Rishi. So it appears to me that he was closer to his mom than his own dad. Hey, Ellen. No, I'm saying all the finger pointing at Lulu is based on what the dad, if we're going to, on the facts, the police haven't confirmed any witnesses of foul play. They haven't. But girl, you think I trust the police when it comes to this and things I'm hearing? I'm looking at the county and city and see what they say. They say Gainesville is very prejudiced. No, you keep saying like you didn't say Lulu was. You was like Lulu was closer to his mama's side because of based off a picture. But I see different if we're gonna base it off pictures. Hey, say less. If we're going off pictures, you see, and we just agreeing to disagree. It's not a beef with us. You may not want to hear this. I'm just saying, from my perspective of seeing a picture, you feel like, oh, I seen this and this is what it looked like. But see, I'm just seeing it. So I'm just on the outside looking in it on that aspect. That's all I'm saying. I still want to get to all caps. Why did she say to that person, he wanted me to let his ass out, so I let his ass out in all caps. Then write a long I love you speech. If I love you, why am I even like you responding to strangers, but you can't talk to the daddy? Can somebody help me with these? I said Tyrone appeared to be close to his mom. You can scroll his account and he made that post that he will be a better dad to his kids than his dad was to him. He didn't make those types of posts about the mom. Who is his beneficiary on his policy? That will tell you who he was closer to. The daddy said they know they got the insurance policy. You can type to a stranger in a comment, but you can't talk to the father side. See, in this case, why I gotta be close to the mama? Y'all think because my kids are closer because my daughter's a daddy's girl, but I'll be damned. I'll be damned. She can't play with the dad side of the family.
About how we got here. So listen to this.
Sorry, y'all.
I get it. So, like I said, with that being said, because she left him, let me get y'all right together on that part. Anytime when somebody have arguments and when it gets out of hand, the person will walk away. Or if they don't want to hit nobody or they don't want to do certain things, they're going to walk away. And that's with anybody. Don't sit up here and act like y'all ain't did it. Make it make sense, because I can call out some stuff right now. Make it make sense. If we have a heated argument, who stays in the... Who sit up there and gonna get hit? Who gonna sit up there and go through this stuff? If you arguing at me, you cussing me out like a dog, are you saying bad things against me? You think I'm gonna keep anyway, like I said, and I'm gonna keep on going, because a lot of these people out here just sitting up here taking up and don't even know the narrative of it all. That girl did not unallow that boy. Like I said, she passed 3 lie detector tests. 3 of them.
So the same way this auntie got a voice, we're saying that Natasha and them can't have a voice. It's just a family disputing over what they believe. See, we can't pick and choose who can have a voice. We can't pick and choose who can have a voice. Because to me, I got a voice just like my kid's father got a voice. Some shit he says I don't agree with. I say different. Do it mean that I'm lying because I say different? No. We saying 2 different things. That's okay. She said, what a lot of tests. She's just saying that we don't even know if that's true. I don't. She was provoked to have a voice. We don't. We don't. The same way we don't know about a lot of stuff. We don't know. See, that's what I'm saying, honey, 5K. This be the craziest shit ever. I've never seen strangers fall out over something that ain't got nothing to do with us. I'm not falling out with nobody over this. You know what I'm saying? Prayers to Tyrone's family, both sides. I hate that this happened. But I'll be damned if I get on this internet and fall out with people and keep going back and forth with people over something that has nothing to do with me. I'm just giving my opinion. That's it. I got an opinion like everybody around the world has one. That's it. That's all. Nobody's going to convince me different. If I don't like something and something in my spirit say something ain't right, 2026, it ain't right and ain't nobody going to change it. The same way y'all should feel the same exact way as me. If I feel away, I feel away. I'm not letting nobody change my mind about a feeling. I got a discernment and I use it very well. I use it very well. Had Natasha not said anything about Lulu, then I don't think this lady wouldn't have said anything. Is this Lulu mama though? Where are her peoples? You got Team Lulu, Team Tyrone. That's what I see going on in the world. Team Lulu, Team Tyrone. And I said I'm Team Truth. I haven't seen anything. I haven't seen not one thing. I know this is the auntie from the mama side. I haven't seen nothing. I haven't seen test results. This is basically what one side of the family is saying versus the other. We seeing friends speak out. So I'm just supposed to discredit the friend because Lulu, because what the mama side is saying. I'm supposed to just say, well, he lying. I can't do that. I can't say that the friend, Tyrone's friend, was lying about Lulu. I don't know these people. I can only listen. I get it. You may not want to hear this. I get it. I just listen. And I'm really just using discernment. not what people are saying, not even what they're saying. I really just use discernment. And the police said they have lots of evidence and nothing indicates foul play. Tyrone is the victim. Also, this is the mother's third son. She's lost. She could very well be grieving and can't deal with the legal part. Could be. That's what I said, CV. Hell, losing my mama, I was all over the place. Still be sometimes, CB. This losing I ain't lost a kid. So I don't know what she's feeling. But I'm praying for her. And I'm praying for Mr. Tyrone, to the father. They both took a loss. This is a loss of a child. And we know what it's like to lose a loved one. Lulu's action just speaks volumes. That's all I can say. Something's not right.
Three. Okay? Three of them. You can't pass even one with your shaky biceps when you're doing wrong. She showed them. Yeah, they may have argued. Do y'all even know the backstory of them? They were together 10 years, back and forth, on and off. He did a lot of stuff. Make it make sense. But we want to sit up here and talk all this stuff and then want to sit up here and slander the mama while y'all over here upholding y'all stuff, but y'all don't even know what's going on over here. That's all I was trying to do, is just show people that.
Then you say he jumped out of the car. You was going 25 miles. Then you say he tripped on the feet as he was getting out. Accidents happen. But quit lying, Lulu. Tell us what happened to my nephew. If y'all was arguing and it started at the cabin, like you say, and however he ended up on the bridge, we need to freaking know. We need to know what's going on.
And let me say this. The auntie that she is correct. Relationships everybody goes through stuff in relationships. Hey, Miss K, happy Saturday. Hey, Rishi. Everybody goes through shit in a relationship. I'm not saying that I don't argue. I'm not saying I ain't been in a relationship where it ain't been abuse. And I haven't been the aggressor. But when we know this, when my family knows this of us being in an abusive relationship, it's going to be things like this to come out. But her story did change. She said she let him out of the car herself in a post. Now she's saying he jumped out. I'm going off of what she's saying now. See, that's what's called discernment. I ain't going off Natasha. This is my first time listening to this with the auntie on the mama side saying stuff. I watched Lulu herself type to that girl and say, he wanted me to stop the car and let him out, so I stopped and I let his ass out in all caps. Now she's saying he jumped out of the car. Well, which one is she? She said, yeah, that's my point, to say all the bad stuff about Lulu and want your point, Tyrone, as an angel is wrong. The mom side said there were never multiple stories. But you see what I'm saying? You may not want to hear this. We getting two different sides. Two different sides. The truth lies within Lulu, not Natasha and not his mom's side. Y'all think I'm going to come and tell if Shank's mother was alive, y'all think I'm going to tell her I killed her son? Be honest. Be honest. So this what we hear. This why everybody's where they are. In Miss K said there's two sides in the truth. That's it. But you may not want to hear this. Do you think that somebody's gonna just come out and say, "Yeah, I killed your son. Yeah, I killed him. I murdered him. Yeah, I hit him in the back of the head. Yeah, this is what happened." Shit. I ain't too many murders out there that I've heard just come forward and say they did it. I'm sorry. I ain't too many I've seen. The police have held conferences and show video evidence. What codes have gotten out of control. I get that. I'm just saying, How many, put in the chat and tell me how many murderers have came and said, told their mother or the father that they've unalived them, their kids or anything, their loved ones. Yeah, I killed her. Yeah, I did. Did you unalive my daughter? Yeah, I did. You took life from my grandmother? Yeah, I did. I did. And it's just, she said, well, the mom side said they would routinely fight, and Tyrone would even pull Lulu out of the car. I can see that. I ain't disputing that. You may want, hell, good. Come on, we not perfect people. We gonna go through it. Y'all think I ain't never cussed Stella? I done got on her and cuss Shank out. Shit. And been the aggressor of that argument. She said, yep, that's that Caps would have had me outside with all my cousins, because she definitely didn't give a damn with that message. That's all I'm looking at, what she said. Hey, Kiki. She said, when cases, I think cases out of control. And I get that. She said it's a sad situation. LOL, not at all. I mean, I don't know what. That's why I be asking what's going on in the world today. I don't be understanding what happened to where we have to be one-sided and not open-minded. That's how I be confused about. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't have your own thoughts of this because that person said this or this person said that. What about what Lulu said? The person that was there said. So with her story changing, nobody's supposed to have a with a death involved. Nobody got questions for that. No, nobody's supposed to question that because the mama said and the auntie said over there. I find something wrong with that because, like I said, it's gonna be a problem with me too. That's gonna be a problem with me too. The problem already, the 24 hours, the 48 hours. That's a problem. And the wiping out the bank account, that's a problem. That you're thinking about money. Bitch can't say nothing to me. I'm sorry. Or the man. If it's my daughters, one of my daughters love, I just sorry. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. You can never talk to me. And I hope to God I'm in the right state of mind. I hope that God keeps me sane enough to not act on some shit like that. I pray all the time. With my kids and they love them live me. This is a hard one, y'all. That's why I said, is this the ending or the beginning? Hey, Star Pink. My thing is, if they were really arguing, why didn't she just leave him at Papa John's? That's why I said, what happened that quick from Papa John's to the ride there? Like, you know what I'm saying? What escalated that fast? Did something happen prior to? You know what I'm saying? Did something happen prior to going in Papa John's? You know, I think both sides deserve to hear that. I don't give a damn who you're closer to. You know that's my child as well. And like I said, for her, I think, like I said, minus Natasha Neal. What's wrong with her having a talk with the mother and the father? Right, that's why I said, I don't know when the argument started. Did it happen before they went to Papa John's? Did it happen after? But I think if you really love my child, and you know that's my child as well, I get somebody going to Poppy and Nuna's daddy. But if you love my child and you know I was a part of my child's life too, why not say, hey, I'm willing to talk to only you two? She also said he hit his head at the gas station. Yes, she did. She does it. She does like 3 or 4 different stories. People be letting their anger get to them. She really should have just left them there. I'm always questioning how much folks can love someone to harm them. Hubby pisses me the F off, but I love and care about him so much I would never want to physically harm him. Now, cussing out is different. But Kiki, hey, that's us. We can't say that though, Kiki, because we've seen where these men have children and go in the house and take their children out and the woman that they say they love. I think it could have been another dude was hitting her up. She said because he seemed to be fine in Papa John's. Wasn't they arguing when they left the cabin? They was arguing allegedly at the cabin. We know that to be a fact. Per the owner of the cabin and the neighbors, you know what I'm saying? She said, I ain't calling nobody. I'm not cool with them, especially if you're accusing me. I am calling who is comics. But you saying that after the fact, you man. They didn't know that boy was dead to be accusing of nothing. We're talking about the night that he died. See, we're going a little bit past why did they well how could they accuse if they didn't know the boy was gone? And that is a good fact that the police never said she gave two stories. They didn't. And the owner, but we know the mom side said, we know for a fact the mama side said he jumped out the car, but I know for a fact, so I don't care about the police. Hold on, let me retract that. The mama side said she said he jumped out the car, but she typed he told me to stop and let him out, so I stopped and I let his ass out in all caps. I said, well, I thought the mama side, let me retract. I thought the mama side said he jumped out. You told him, yeah. Mm-hmm. Maybe you want to go check that video out or go find that post where she typed under there to that young lady that he said stop, so she stopped. You may not want to hear this. I want you to see it for yourself versus listening to me say it. I believe it was after Papa John's because he was in good spirit inside a place. She said, yeah, you would have went on away from the cabinet if it was fussing that bad. Ain't no way we get in another room. Shit, I done argued and, so if Lulu called the mom side immediately and the mom side knew, then why didn't the mom? That's true. I agree. Is anyone else not seeing how none wants to call the dad side? I can see that too because we more aggressive than my side of the family is more aggressive than my youngest two kids side of the family. I only use him because my youngest two kids, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, Nuki said I saw that post too, exactly. So I can see somebody calling the less aggressive side. I can see that, but you got to think, she didn't call them at all. And again, you can't say that he wasn't close to his daddy because he close over there. Hell, the mama probably ain't looking at her like that. The daddy side, they spider senses went up. Yeah, I get that. You may not, you got that. You can't tell us too much of nothing. If she did call the mom side, I wonder if she told them the severity of his injuries. This is crazy, CBS. All I know. This is sad.
Going on. It's not right. It's not right. We got a right to be angry. My brother Tyrone Davis got a right to be pissed off and angry by his goddamn son. This is a senseless death. Yeah, God know he was gonna check out, but guess what? At the end of the day, decisions had to be made. He loved you, girl. And at the end of the day, if you're taking a side and you're blaming, you just as guilty as it can be. You just as guilty as her. Because if you can't see it, Ray Charles can see it.
If you look at Tyrone and Lulu's social media account, it appears that their relationship was introduced on social media around 2021. However, according to this close family friend, Tyrone and Lulu had actually been together on and off for nearly 10 years. And during those 10 years, she claims that Tyrone put Lulu through a lot. According to her, if the public knew what Lulu experienced during that relationship, the idea that this was a picture perfect relationship would no longer apply.
5, 6 women, y'all, like straight up. And again, I'm not telling y'all this shit to glorify this shit, y'all. I'm just letting y'all know, like, if I can do it, y'all can do it. You feel what I'm saying? And this before.
It's just sad. CB said, she said, but they did find out because check this out. The dad side said they were there when he took his last breath and they left him on the machine so the mom side could come. So how do we know who was at the hospital first? Because the dad side is saying they was there first. They could have been in the know that something happened, but not know how serious it was. I'm sure the mom didn't know her son's dead under the bridge. Yeah. I agree, CB. I believe who she had set him up was at the same hotel they was at, because it was planned and she shared her location with that purpose. So the whole box of pizza and wings was still intact, child. That's what I said. Deborah, I ain't never seen, if you jump out of a car, how you still got it. If he jumped out, he landed on his feet. You guys, how did he land on his feet, but his head is injured? He hit his head so hard. How was he? He hit his head so hard that the skull fractures went to the front of his brain, and he was still able to hold that pizza, baby. Hey, somebody give me the scientifics of this, please. If it's a doctor with scientifics, I need it. Deborah, yes, they tried to make it seem like he had it in it, but they placed it on him so it can make it seem like he jumped out of the car with the food, which is a lie. She said Lulu went to the hotel to get herself together and her story together. Leave alone. That's all I want to know. Somebody tell me. This is not off the mama or the daddy side. How, and the homeless man said, the homeless woman or the homeless person said the pizza was still in his hand. How is this possible? Make it make sense to me, because if she stopped, like she said, okay, like Lulu said to that girl that she put that post under, that's possible. But to the mom and them saying he jumped out of the car, how? And with that brain injury, how? How was he able to walk under the bridge still holding the pizza and the wings intact? Oh, baby. I need somebody that is in this type of field to please come forward. It don't got to be on my live. Go make a post under somebody's comment section or something and just tell me how that's possible. But Tyrone on her admitting that he had all these women, but people saying maybe Lulu was cheating. No, maybe Tyrone was cheating. Could be. Could be. I don't know who was cheating. I want to get to this pizza and these wings. I want to get to the pizza and the wings of it. That's why I said it leaves questions. You may not want to hear this. I'm not into the depths of their relationship. Who was fucking on who? I don't care. I care about that night. That things is not adding up. And this is not from the family. He didn't. You're right. He didn't deserve to lose his life. He didn't. I hate this. It's a sad for real. On top of that, if you got a brain injury, trust and believe you're not walking straight. You are going to be stumbling. That's what the person said. He had no energy or time to function with that type of head injury. The whole story's a lie. And like you may not want to hear this said, regardless of what happened, Tyrone did not deserve to lose his life. And that's what I want y'all to take into account. He did not deserve to lose his life. If he was cheating, don't they give her motive? Yeah. Hell yeah. Cheating doesn't mean go take someone's life. Exactly. Everybody different when it comes to cheating. I spaz is that I've been doing good now versus how I handled things in the past. I don't pull pow-pows out. I remember calling based off some cheating stuff, and I remember calling my stepdaddy like, hey, I need a pow-pow. He was like, for what first? Tell me why you need one first. I was like, I'm gonna take a life. I can call him right now and tell y'all. He said, what you gonna do, Tasha, with the pow-pow first? Tell me what you're gonna do. But they said that was off and on for 10 years. And I'm pretty sure it was other people in the picture. I'm pretty sure that Lulu wasn't innocent. I'm pretty sure she didn't stick around on them off and ons, waiting on Tyrone. And I'm pretty sure he wasn't sticking around, waiting. They heard him elsewhere and placed him under that bridge because they had no time to think to put him somewhere else. So they placed him under that bridge. She said, Deborah, exactly, yeah. He in that picture with another girl. So I hope him and Lulu wasn't together for nah, he wasn't. They said off and on. Yeah, they said they was off and on. And we know off and on means we break up, we get back together. We break up, we get back together. We break up. She said, LOL, my dad's like that. Yeah. I've been there, y'all. This man had outside kids that I didn't know about. Cheating. Man, the betrayal of it all, I seen black. And I was going to take his life. That's all I knew. Nothing else. I didn't think about my children at the time, so I know it's possible. Mr. DRO looked so happy at the cabin. I knew Lulu needs to explain why everything went left that night. So what they cheated, argued that, but at the point, regardless, she should tell the parents what happened out of respect. That's what I said, Karen B. Why do we care right now? At that moment, both parents should have found out immediately. So that 24 to 48 hours seemed like to me it was time to get a story together. That's how I felt looking at Lulu's timeline. Not what Natasha said again or anything. She said that was on and off for 5 years. I'm so grateful you did, Miss Parker. Our girl, Jazzy, baby. And God knew my heart, but at the same time, I know what it's like. I've been there. And I don't know if anybody else will be honest and say they've been there, but I have. And took his ass back. Messed with him for years after that. On and off. On and off. With domestic and some more. Real bad domestic violence. So I know what can happen in relationships. Man, shout out to y'all. Y'all make sure y'all go follow Shanitra Speaks. I only want to play clips of it, dialogue with you guys about the situation. The father side of the family said they were together for 3.5 years, not 10. I don't know why they saying 10 or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But maybe she made a mistake. You know, maybe they wasn't together for 10, 3.5 years. I'm not seeing. Hey, Miss Jessica, what's going on? What's going on? Welcome. She said, I wanted to take some out, but I couldn't do prison time. If I could do prison time, I would be there now. You may not want to hear this. So I'm glad you didn't either, for real. You know, but you see what I'm saying? You may not want to hear this. Hey, you don't never know what. Hey, I know people say, I would never. Shit. I can't say I would never do nothing because I've been in positions. I've been in positions that I did not want to be in, where it was life and death. Or hypothetically speaking, if someone else assisted in harm, he gave them time to get away. Absolutely, Erica. It's a lot of stuff that I feel the same way about, like a lot of y'all do. I do. She said, I left work to go on the live. And you hear me, Latasha? I done did that too. We was working at the same restaurant, just a different side of town, baby. I done took off, clocked out. I'm out of here. Didn't care if I lost the job or nothing. Ain't think about my income or nothing, the bills or nothing. No, the mom side is saying 10 years. Okay, the mom side is saying 10 years. She said, we all been there. She said, I watched the video and heard her say they were dealing with each other for 10 years. So that's something else that's in dispute. Okay. She said, right, Lulu was in it for the money. She planned this thinking she was going to be her come up. She had bad intentions the whole time. Nothing about her was genuine when it came to this man. Maybe 3 strong years, so some don't count when you're not serious. Yeah, okay. And that's true too. That's true too, because out of 12 years that I was with my ex, I'm going to say 9 of the years we was together. 3 of them we was off and on. She said, me too, kicked in my own door. You, Erica. Shit. That's why I said I can't say what I want to do. I can't. She said, same bar. I told my boss I had a family emergency. Tasha, I clocked out. You hear me? Only thing saved me because my boss was cool. He was his restaurant and his wife ran the other one. My boyfriend worked at one. I worked for the husband. He worked for the wife. I went out there and lost it. Ready to kick ass in that KFC parking lot. Think I didn't. And didn't lose my job. and told Mr. Tony exactly what it was. I said, Mr. Tony, just you don't. And I said, you can fire me or whatever, but we're not doing this. A 3.5 or a 10, he still deserved better than being left as a John Doe and emptying his account. Absolutely, Tasha. She said, I put a pot of grease on the stove. Ooh, Karen, Jesus. Miss Parker, so what do you think? I don't think this is. I think now, after all of this has came out with both sides of the family speaking out, this family will forever be divided. And I definitely don't want my son dating a Lulu, and I definitely don't want a girl dating my son if he was anything other than a good man. You know what I'm saying? Um, we all drunk at that age. Shit. I just recently stopped drinking like I used to. You know what I'm saying? That's why it don't take much for me to get drunk anymore. When I do try to drink, alcohol's not good when it's arguing. Especially when you arguing or you got beef with somebody, man, alcohol, baby. You get on that dark, get on that E&J, baby. It makes you feel like you Incredible Hulk. It does. It's strange. Drugs and alcohol have different effects on people. And I know if I'm outraged and I'm drinking, I'm ready to go in our bleachers, clothes, and everything. I ain't gonna hold you. PlayStations is soaked, drenched, and some more. And I don't know what to think, really, y'all. I don't. I don't know what to think. I hate this. Tyrone should still be here with his children, and with both sides of the family. Only person's side is Lulu. But there is a truth. Like she said earlier, it's two sides and a truth. Will we ever get that? You know, I want somebody to look into Trey Reed's story. Because y'all keep saying the police said, and the police said that Trey Reed hung himself. Didn't they? Didn't the police say that Trey Reed hung himself? Only for the autopsy to come back and say different. I don't trust none of them. I don't trust what no police say. Like me or love me. You know what I'm saying? It's my opinion. I've seen it happen too many times where they lie. And when it comes to a prejudiced town, y'all think they care about our blacks? Not talking about just the black man, but period. I do my own research on cities and towns and look up reviews and stuff of prejudice and racism. When I heard, she said, yes, please don't let a relationship like this find me a mind, but no one deserves to die over this when someone could have walked away. Absolutely, Miss Jasmine. Thank God for deliverance. Amen. That's all I'm saying. Look more into other stuff like that, guys. Not what Miss Natasha's side is saying and the mother side is saying. Because if we do that, then we're going to be a team, somebody. She said, please don't love me to death. Love me to life. You heard me? Sean, baby. I don't even want to say till death do us part or nothing. You hear me? I have to switch some vowels up. Somewhere, Pastor guys say something different for me. You know what I'm saying? I understand that, Sean. But shout out to you guys. You know what I'm saying? Continuous prayers up for both sides of the family. Both sides of the family took a loss. His children took a loss. It is children out there without a father who don't understand. See, we want to keep missing the fact we're looking at everybody else and how they feeling versus his children. 2 kids are without a father that loved and adored every bit of them from the head to the toe. Just because you're an alcoholic or you do drugs don't mean a person's got a bad heart. In a relationship, shit happens. It's good and it's bad days. It's like that in life. It's no different in a relationship. And the only side is the truth. Will we ever get it? Who knows? Who knows? I'm so happy the chat is getting to the bottom of this. Love people, love. And this is just a sad ending. It is. Because again, when you see the cabin, you see all the creativity. Man, one thing about a man, everybody, trust me, didn't how many of y'all look back and seen Tyrone do it and be like, damn, look at that man, like, he don't do that shows something in a man. And not saying he wasn't drinking, he didn't do drugs. I don't know what he did, but I know he loved her, and he showed it. He showed it. He showed it in so many ways. And I'm just sure you may not want to hear this and wonder how did something so good turn so bad. That's all I'm saying. How did something so good turn so bad for y'all? Hey, Lisa. She said karma's cooking up and justice will be served. Make sure y'all go follow Shanitra Speaks and catch the rest of this video. It's also other content creators that's covering this. Make sure y'all check out Josh Room 901 CB and her book on Amazon, okay? Make sure y'all follow Shank Rock as well. My sister Batty Reacts, and Annie has a channel as well. I want you guys to keep up with these content creators. And remember, don't use your discernment. Don't go off of what I say or what the other content creators are saying. Use your discernment. Really look at the details. Tyrone Lulu, I heard about that. Because she said she don't like to be online. He mostly liked to be online. But go and use your discernment, you know? Look into details. Go look up Gainesville and look up the police precinct. Has anybody said stories? There's stories out there about racism and prejudice when it comes to our African American people. If Mr. Drop was my man, I would not want to harm her. Yeah. She said there's a lot of videos that they sound so fake. That's why I say use your discernment. You may not want to hear this, you know. But he was, you know, it was a beautiful thing to see at that cabin. It was a beautiful thing. And can you interview Lulu? I wouldn't mind talking to Lulu. I wouldn't mind talking to Lulu. Because you got to talk to the people to get an understanding. And the only thing I would do is ask Lulu the same questions I'm asking you guys. I wouldn't be nasty to her or anything. Because again, this ain't my fight. This is Lulu's fight and Lulu's fight only. And I hate that Tyrone was the last one of his siblings to go. I think it's what adds extra sadness to it. And I sympathize with his mother so much because, again, I haven't lost a kid. I don't know what it's like. And I can't even say, hey, I understand what you're going through now. If you haven't lost a child, you don't understand. If you haven't lost 3 kids, you don't understand. Yeah, interview her so I can see if she's BS. I'm glad you don't say to follow Copies no more. She's a fraud. What? Oh my goodness, you may not want to hear this. Alma said 100% he being a John Doe is terrible. Only Lulu got the answers. We take them, what she says, with a grain of salt, and Lulu got the rest of her life to live with this. Not me, not you, Kiki, not Alma, not you may not want to hear this. Lulu got to live with this for the rest of her life. That right there is crazy work. Make you want to leave out and pray to God every day to just keep this, you know what I'm saying? Give me the strength to walk away. Please give me the strength to walk away. But prayers to both sides of the family. They're hurting right now. This is their fight, not ours. But a life was gone, and that's Tyrone Davis Jr., aka DRO. You guys go enjoy the rest of y'all Saturday. I will see you guys back tomorrow. I'm doing a mental health live as well. We're gonna box some emotions up. Some of these emotions that we have for strangers, we're gonna box them up too. But we're gonna box a lot of stuff up that's going on in our real life. We're gonna box some of them emotions and put them in our box and put the box back where it needs to be until we're ready to open it and put some more in there, okay? We really need a mental health. We do. We need a mental health discussion for sure. And then don't forget at 2:00, I will be interviewing Samaria Bates. She's going to be bringing awareness in the story of her baby, Samaria Bates, one of the twins who's lost her life at Harris Hospital in Fort Worth, Texas, with no answers. Just a baby that's gone with no organs. Nobody's saying anything. See what I'm saying? Another family with no answers, left with nothing but confusion. Right, Karen? She said, Kiki, I don't know how true it is, but the sister said he wasn't a John Doe when she got there. He had his ID and everything. Yes, she blocked me, but Kobe's TV be saying slick stuff about you and others on the Nazaire Harris case. That's all I'm going to say. Back to this case. How did the brothers pass? I don't know. You may not want to hear this. Really, Deborah, there are too many stories. Well, you may not want to hear this. Regardless, man, you know what I'm saying? I wish everybody nothing but the best. You know, my 2026 is my 2026. You know what I'm saying? That's all I know. I ain't got nothing bad to say about nobody. You know, that's the thing. I can't judge nobody. You know what I'm saying? I got my own shit going on to just be sitting up here dry talking and throwing shade. I can't do it. I ain't got time for it. You know, I'm trying to do something different in my 2026. What was in 2025, y'all? Can y'all leave y'all 2025 in 2020? We are in another year, my God. Shit's crazy. But y'all going to have a peaceful Saturday. Enjoy y'all day. You know what I'm saying? Stay safe, stay warm. We expecting snow tomorrow, so I'm excited. I got to run to this grocery store, pick up some things. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to chill. I'm going to go watch Power again. My last, Samad, I watched Power, baby. When I seen Tariq, baby, I jumped out of my bed, baby. I jumped up so fast. Man, I don't like you, 50 Cent. Oof. I hate when somebody stops a good series of a show. Shit. Other than that, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to go watch me some movies and try to find another show after I watch Power again. You know, some Tubi or something. 50 just messed up my whole... yeah. You know, she said a lie she told was he jumped out and then she left him. So she knew exactly what spot she was at. So when he seen the ambulance, why didn't she check on him? Yeah, this it's a lot of questions, Star Pink. It is. It's a lot of questions. But shout out to y'all. I appreciate everybody that supported the channel buying a super sticker, super chat, or even membership. If you ever gift anybody a membership on my channel, thank you so much. I appreciate you guys so much for supporting me, just being here and hitting that like button for me. Like I said, yeah, we starting off fresh over here. New start, you know what I'm saying? Everybody deserves a new beginning and so much more. That's it. That's it. All this pushing hate, all this, man, we gotta stop as black women. If you don't like me, you don't like me. You know what I'm saying? If I don't like somebody, I don't even like speaking on them. I don't. It ain't good for the soul, waking up angry, letting somebody live in your head rent free. Hell, I got to pay rent on the first. I definitely ain't letting nobody else live rent free up here. I hate all the little, you know what I'm saying? The Gretchens and everybody else that live in there now. I ain't got room for shit else in my brain but what Tasha got going on, okay? Salute everybody.